you eating this, Pride? Well, if you're a top, it seems like you can eat whatever you want. But if you're a bottom, you're expected to starve? Not this, Pride.
If you're subscribed to this company, I'd boycott it if I were you. I can't believe I'm even talking about this, but I saw it, and it just got under my skin that Postmates had to make a campaign ad for Pride Month. If you're a top or a bottom, they're making a menu for you, especially if you're a bottom. Now, if anybody knows anything about this, a bottom is a man, a top is a woman, but in the transgender world, we all know how that goes. So basically what they're doing is preparing a special menu that people can order if you're a bottom, meaning a man and a man. So basically, they won't have any problems later on in the night. Watch this quick clip, and don't get frustrated. Just watch it, and I'll be right back.
What are you eating this, Pride? Well, if you're a top, it seems like you can eat whatever you want. But if you're a bottom, you're expected to starve? Not this, Pride. Introducing the bottom-friendly menu from Postmates. We teamed up with Dr. Evan Goldstein from Bespoke Surgical to bring you a menu of bottom-friendly foods backed by science. Insoluble fiber won't help you feel cute, so avoid things like whole grains, wheat bran, cauliflower, potatoes, legumes. Hold up, are you just fully diving into those beans? The problem with these foods is they don't dissolve in water, which could cause a traffic jam in your digestive system, making a mess of your evening. Speaking of messy, it's a good idea to avoid dairy.
I cannot handle lactose right now. Look at it.
Why did they find it necessary to team up with whoever to make a menu that's easily digestible for men? I mean, I know what this is about, and you know what it's about, and I don't even like thinking about it. But how many times have I said that no one gives a shit what you do in the privacy of your own home? But for this company being, I'd say, the wokest company I've ever seen to date with this shit, they had to make a special menu so the food that they're eating will digest in a timely manner and it won't make a mess if you're going to do what we think that they're talking about later on in the night. This company should be boycotted by anybody who has a subscription to it or uses them for delivery. There's always Uber Eats, there's DoorDash, there's Grubhub. I personally have only used DoorDash. I didn't even know Postmates was in Rhode Island until I looked it up. But this is where we are. This is how we live. This is what we have to see every day, no matter where you are, whether you hear it on a radio, whether you see it on TV, or whether you're scrolling the internet. This is the kind of shit that we're dealing with. And then they wonder why people have had it with the transgender. People have had it. Because why can't they just go about their lives and do what they do? Why do you have to broadcast it? We all know Pride Month has been a thing forever. It's been around forever as far as I know. They have festivals, they have parades. I've actually seen a pride parade when I worked at the Rhode Island School of Design, Department of Public Safety. I was working one weekend when they had the pride parade. It's actually something to see. But that's as far as it goes, for me anyways. But this company thought, hey, you know what? We know what's going to be going on most likely later on after the parties wind down. So let's make a special menu so they can have some fun later and not worry about making a mess. Quite frankly, that's disgusting. But if that's your thing, go for it. I support whatever people do. I don't discriminate against anybody. But if you're shoving it in my face day in and day out, every time I listen to the radio or scroll the internet or go on YouTube, and this is the stuff I find, I don't think it's necessary. Because do you think that teenagers, young kids, 12, 15, 16, do you think they don't know what this means? And this company thinks it's appropriate to post that, and if kids see it, oh well, then it's going to benefit them. This is more of the, we're going to push this on the kids, we're going to show them it's okay, we're going to show them they can do whatever they want to do, even at that young age, and now we're going to tell them what kind of foods they can and can't eat if they choose to do a little extra something later on in the evening or whenever for that matter. I don't know. I don't know why they chose to do this. Again, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, I haven't seen any of that. And I'll continue to use DoorDash up until I see something like this. And again, not that I really give a shit, but why should the everyday person be subjected to this all the time? No one cares what you do in the privacy of your own home behind closed doors. No one cares. That's your business and whoever else you're with. Okay? It's none of our business what you do. But they insist on broadcasting it and flaunting it like everybody needs to know what me and whoever are going to be doing later. Oh, and by the way, Postmates delivery is on the way. So we're going to have a nice meal and not worry about it later on. They want people to know, and then they turn around and cry and bitch and whine that everybody's against them. Because this is what they do. No one's against anybody. This is a free world, a free country. You can do whatever you want. Well, in the United States, I'm not sure if we're really free. We can't say certain things. We can't own certain guns. But you know what I mean. No one cares what you want to do. What you choose to do in the privacy of your own home is your business. And that's it. Just do you. It doesn't have to be broadcast for everybody to see that you can get special foods to do certain things, and these foods will be digested and it won't hinder your fun later on. I'm so sick of it. I'm tired of hearing it. And every time you listen to a radio or put something on TV, you're seeing commercials. I don't know. When I was a kid growing up, there was nothing like this. Nothing like this was ever thought of. And if you did something like this, you did it in the privacy of your own home, because obviously it's been around forever. And people are going to do what they want to do, but you didn't know about it. You didn't broadcast it. You weren't running up and down the street and making TV commercials and putting up signs. You did it in the privacy of your own home, which is true today, but they have to make all the campaign ads. These companies will do anything to make a dollar. Quite frankly, I don't think these companies give a shit about anybody. They care about the bottom line, so they're going to jump on board anything that's relevant today, and this is relevant. Pride is a big thing. Okay. Good for them. I'm all for it. Go for it. The transgender thing is all over the place. If that's what they want to do, they can do what they want. But these companies are out to make a buck. And that's the bottom line. So if all these people who are involved in all of this think that, oh, look, Postmates cares about us, or for instance, Target has this transgender line of clothing. Oh, look, Target cares about us. No, they don't. They care about making money. So the sooner people start waking up and realizing that these big corporations care about making money and not the individual, then maybe they'll think, well, you know what, it is kind of fucked up that they're going to make a commercial like that about foods that digest easily and, you know, so you won't make a mess later. And maybe they'll be a little embarrassed by it, and not embarrassed that that's what they do, because that's what they do, but embarrassed that they supported these giant corporations for welcoming them when in fact all they did was welcome the money they were spending to use their service or buy their products, because that's all it's about. It's about making money. And I guess I should congratulate Postmates for coming up with that, because they're probably going to make a lot of money with this menu for certain things. I quite frankly think it's ridiculous. I don't think it's necessary. And if any of you subscribe to Postmates or use their service, I think maybe you should use the other three, because this was uncalled for. We know it's around. We know what people do. We don't need to see it every time we open our eyes, and we don't need to hear about it. And it especially doesn't need to be broadcast so kids can see it, teenagers, because they're not stupid. They know what's going on. We know what these people are trying to do, and I think it needs to stop. And that's it. So I just had to talk about it because I saw it. And of course, I like being bothered, so it bothered me. So I had to tell you guys about it. So if you haven't already liked this video, please hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit that little bell. You'll be notified when an episode is up. Share my videos. Again, like my videos. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I hope everybody's healthy and safe. And I'll see you again soon with something else to talk about. Have a good one.